I found an article posted by Jose Picardo on February 9th, 2013, on a blog site called Box of Tricks. He talks about how many schools are keeping their heads buried in the sand while the educational landscape changes rapidly around them. He believes we need to weave innovative practices into teaching and learning to enhance the education we pass on to our students. We must never forget that educational technology is to education what the telescope is to astronomy. It's just a means to an end, not an end in itself. The internet has a bad reputation in schools. Many teachers see the internet as full of risks and dangers, and therefore not worth the trouble. But their students are avid users and don't remember a time before the internet or a time before social networks or multimedia resources. Jose talks about, as a people, we have a tradition of failing to grasp the transformational impact of innovation, and we've often assumed that particular innovations are useless, here today, gone tomorrow fads. He quotes Douglas Adams, "Anything that is in the world when you're born is normal and ordinary and is just a natural part of the way the world works. Anything that's invented between when you're 15 and 35 is new and exciting and revolutionary, and you can probably get a career in it. Anything invented after you're 35 is against the natural order of things." End quote. Teachers in schools are not exempt from this occasional lack of insight. When erasers were first attached to the ends of pencils, teachers believed they would encourage laziness and lack of academic rigor, and were often banned in schools. We see the same process happening today when disruptive technologies show up in our classrooms. The problem is that whether we realize it or not, the internet isn't going anywhere. Like erasers on pencils, calculators, talking movies, and colored photography, all of which were criticized on their introduction, the internet is here to stay, and teachers in schools need to embrace its potential to transform teaching and learning. Take Voki, a web application that allows users to create a speaking caricature or avatar. At first glance, it could be easily dismissed as a bit of a gimmick, without a strong educational purpose, but that would be entirely wrong. You see, Jose is a language teacher, and Voki is available on the internet so students can record themselves speaking in the target language anywhere there's an internet connection. So this allows Jose for the first time to be able to set speaking for homework. There are many free Web 2.0 tools that we can use to make learning fun. Teachers need to reconquer the online territory that up until now students occupy largely unsupervised. If we really cared for their future and their education, we need to do better. Why use web applications? Because it stands to reason that if we enjoy doing something, then we'll want to do it more. Jose demonstrates this in a video he shows of stairs being turned into a piano in a London subway. So 60% more people actually used the stairs because they were playing the piano as they went up them instead of the escalator. So we need to learn from the past, but we mustn't use the past as a template for the future, as we often do. Instead, we need to look carefully at what we're able to do today, what we couldn't do only 10 years ago, and with that perspective, we can then imagine new possibilities.